Hi you guys, so we're back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a nice cute little full glam. We're going to be using a lot of different shades of pink, purple, and we're also going to be including some white in there too. So if you want to see how this look turns out, just continue watching. We're actually starting off with the color Certified out of my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. And I'm just taking that and I'm using that as my transition shade. Okay, so now we're going to take the shade Lolly Mommy and we're going to go right up under that certified color and we're just going to add that to our crease. And in this video, I'm going to be using a lot of brushes, so I'm going to be sure to put all the brushes that I use in the description box below. Now when applying this color, you want to be sure that you diffuse the color. You want to be sure that you go ahead and, blend it all out before you go into the next color. If you don't do that, then all your colors is going to pretty much like combine together and you're not going to really be able to see the shade of each color. It's going to basically just look all mixed in and we don't want that. Now I'm just going back in with that certified color because I realized I lost a little bit of that color as I was applying that pink. So I'm going to be doing that a lot throughout the video. Again, be sure to blend out your colors before you move to the next one. I'm now taking a smaller tip brush and I'm going in with the color Therapy Sesh and I'm going to apply that between that light certified shade and that pink shade. Now we're just going to go ahead and blend that in, get rid of any harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm going in with the shade Tipsy Girl and I'm going to apply that right over top of that Lolly Mommy color. That Lolly Mommy color wasn't bright enough for me, so that's when I went on ahead and decided to go ahead and just mix the two. Okay, so this is when I just started really going by sight and what I felt like the look needed. So I went on back with that Therapy Sesh color and I applied it in between that certified and that which is now Lolly Mommy and Tipsy Girl color. So at some point, as you can see, they all ended up basically being mixed in with one another. But I guess because the way I was applying each color is how it gave me that nice hue. I'm now taking another small detail brush and I'm taking the color Temptress and I'm going to apply that in the area where I'm going to be cutting my crease. Now what I'm doing here does not have to be perfect because we're going to pretty much blend it out like we've been doing throughout the video. So just make sure you just get that color in there because it's going to be very necessary for our next color. I'm now taking my blending brush and I'm going in with the shade Not My Journey and I'm applying that right over top of that Temptress shade. So I went ahead and chose another brush because that last one that I was using wasn't really blending the colors in like I thought it would. So I got more of a, I guess you could say a dense brush, short dish brush. I'm not sure, but it's by LA Colors. And again, I'm going to have all my brushes in the description box below. So now as you all can see, we're starting to get that nice little pattern going, like it's going from light to dark. So far, I'm loving it. Okay, so now I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to use some micellar water and I'm going to clean off the lid space where I'm going to be cutting my crease. Okay, so now I'm taking my e.l.f. Camo Concealer and I'm cutting my crease. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and blend that concealer out. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the next eye. Okay, so now I'm just making sure that my cut crease is nice and, you know, to my liking. Okay, so you guys, I truly apologize. I had got two of my colors mixed up. But this color that I'm applying at the corner of my lids, this is actually the certified color and it's more of a white color. The color that I used earlier in the beginning of the video is actually the color called I'm In It. Again, my apologies. They both look the same, but when you apply them, the certified color is more of a simply white base shade versus the I'm In It shade is more of a holographic shade. Now, as you can see, I'm not just applying it at my corners. I'm also applying it at the edge of the cut crease because this is going to serve as like a line. I can't really explain it. Just continue watching. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, when doing this look, you want to be sure that you really get that color in there, especially when you're dealing with like 5 different shades. You may have to dip into that color like 3 or 4 times before you get, you know, the shade that you want. So So make sure you really get that product in there so that it's visible. Okay, so now I'm taking the shade Bougie and I'm applying that to the middle of my eye. I am not going to bring it to the edge of the cut crease or in the corner of my eye. I'm literally just going to focus it in the middle. So as I was doing this look, I did notice that I began to crease. Normally when I do eye looks, I like to start off with a eye base primer. But because this was my first time doing this look, I wasn't sure if my eye base primer was going to make it, you know, clumpy or crease because of the eye base primer that I do use. But the look still came out really good. Just be sure to use a really good base primer. So right after I finished applying that shade, I went on ahead and started blending that out, getting rid of any harsh lines that I see. I then went back in with that Lala Mommy shade and I started applying that to the corner of my eyes. Okay, so now I'm taking my Nicka K concealer in the shade Coffee, and I am basically underpainting. I'm applying it to all the dark spots and just take my beauty blender and blending that out. Then I went on ahead and started applying my foundation. I'm now using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Coconut. Okay, so now I'm taking my Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer by NYX in the shade Golden Honey. And I'm just going to apply that up under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and above my lip. I'm now taking that same brand, just in a different shade, in the shade Medium Olive, and I'm applying it to the corner of my eyes. I then took my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso, and I started applying my contour. I'm now taking my Bear With Me setting spray by NYX, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that. I'm now taking my beauty blender, and I'm going to go ahead and start blending out my contour first. Then I'm going to go ahead and start blending out my concealer. I'm now taking my one size translucent powder and I'm applying that up under my eyes. Now before I apply that translucent powder, I did go in with another layer of that NYX Golden Honey Concealer. Just to give myself a little bit more coverage because I do crease in this area really bad, so I necessarily have to use 2 layers. You don't have to, but that's just what I prefer. I'm now taking that same powder and applying it above my lip, on my laugh lines, my chin, my nose, and my forehead. I'm now taking my Fit Me Powder Foundation in the shade Mocha, and I'm going to go ahead and start setting my foundation. I'm now taking my Fit Me Powder in the shade Caramel, and I'm just going to go ahead and press that translucent powder in. I'm now taking my Physicians Formula bronzer in the shade Summer Breeze, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that where the contour and concealer meets. Okay, so I'm now taking my Fit Me powder in the shade Java, and I'm going to go ahead and just give my contour a little bit more depth. I'm also going to apply it on the contour on my cheeks as well. Okay, so I'm now taking my Tattoo Studio gel liner in the shade Black is Black, and I'm going to just apply that to my waterline. I'm now going to set with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm now taking my Saharan Blush Palette by Juvia's Place. I can't really remember exactly the 2 shades. Again, I'm going to have everything in my description box below. But I took 2 of the shades and I applied them on my cheeks. I'm now taking my loose highlighter by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to apply that to the tip of my nose, my cheekbones, and above my lip. Now, I went on ahead and I applied my lashes off camera, and here is the end result. I fell in love with this look, y'all. Like, I really thought this look came out so good. It came out better than I actually visioned it. But if you want to continue to see more looks, more tips, more tricks, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.